What's going on, man? Big Lock TV. You know we got that Ruger 1022 chassis. We finna do a rattle can, man. First thing I want to do, man, I want to hit it with some glue gun and get rid of all excess dirt, grime, grit. As you see right here, there's a little mark. This is where I put my black tape. A little trick I learned from U.S. Army servicemen. Just kind of making me reference back to the same cheek well every time. So I put a little piece of black tape, but now I'm finna spray paint it. Y'all check it out, man. Big Lock TV. So we done got to the point where we finna spray it. Put a little glue gun. Just gonna go all over. Glue gun, some really good stuff. Flip it over, get the other side. We ain't worrying about drenching it, we just trying to get rid of all the dirt, grit, and grime. I'm gonna let that sit a minute, man. The whole point of this is when I get ready to spray it, I want that paint to stick. So we just getting rid of that. You can use brake cleaner on your metal pieces, man, but for this simple plastic, man, I just use glue gun. When I did it on my AR-15, because I shoot it a lot, I cleaned it up real good, and then I used a brake cleaner to get rid of all excess dirt, grit, and grime. That way my Rust-Oleum stays. And as you see, I took the gun apart, so you might as well clean it. Ruger 1022s can get really dirty because you're shooting a lead bullet 60% of the time. So man, that little dirty little bullet loves to gunk and goo up the gun. So I'm gonna wipe it down real good. I've been letting it sit overnight. I mean, I can say it looks really good. It's really gonna shine when I wipe them down. And with Ruger 1022s, please remember when you break them down, remember how you broke them down, remember all those small pieces and parts, and be very careful when you put them back in, because they can and they will break. It's very fragile. I please and I do recommend that you get a oops kit for your ARs, for your 22s, any of those small little components that you could lose, break, extra guide rod springs. Those love to break on those 1022s. So remember, get you some spare charging handles for that Ruger 1022, and do not use oil when you put it back together. Please use a gun grease. Remember, Ruger 1022s love grease, not oil. You're gonna get a lot of gas and a lot of spent oil shot in your face. So just remember that little tidbit there. So I'm out here to rattle can the stock on my Ruger 1022, man. So I got a can of Glidden gray and a can of semi-gloss white from Rust-Oleum. Some stencils made with my wife's Cricut, and I got that 1022 stock. I'm finna see if I could come up with a little design on it right now, man, and you know, make something pop, man. Just make this old chassis worth keeping on the gun, because I thought about upgrading it for $100 or $200, but let's see what we can do with $15 and some imagination. So man, I got that 1022 chassis. I used some glue gun you see over there in order to, you know, clean up all that excess gook and goo and all the tape that I had on it, you know. So with that being said, she clean and clear. I want to cover up the internals, anything that I would deem important, you know, and I still may add some more tape down here at the bottom, but we gonna you know, treat this thing with some respect. And we don't wanna, when I return all my fire control unit, I don't wanna get any paint on it. So I'm gonna probably take the rest of this off, add my stencils, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Yeah, man, so we set up, man. Again, I got some Max Flex all surface black elegance satin. Got the Ruger 1022 chassis. I tape everything up on the inside, man. All my internals is good. I got my guide rod spring, and my carrier. I got everything right there, man. Gun taken apart. I cleaned my barrel. We good to go, man. So my whole idea with this, I got a couple little stencils, man. I'm gonna spray paint the whole gun. One nice coat at first, you know, real light, just hitting all the major areas, and then we're gonna go back and hit it again. We're gonna lay that first coat on real light, that way the next coat stick and it build upon each other, and we have a good finish. We ain't gonna stand right here with it. We're not gonna be way back here with it, man. We're gonna give it light mist midways.
It won't take long, man. I promise you, it will not take long. Make sure you get all them areas that's kind of hard to get. I think I'm through. Make sure all my sides got a little attention on all areas. Man, we're gonna sit there, we're gonna watch a little game day college football. This is September 24th. Happy birthday, mama. So we're gonna let this sit for a minute, watch a little football. Wake Forest and Clemson is going at it right now.
So, man, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna let this dry 15 minutes. We're gonna come back. We're gonna hit it again, man. This doesn't take long, I promise you. We're gonna hit it one more time. We're gonna make sure we got all our areas. I see a couple areas down here that didn't get much attention. Man, it's just gonna help that thing look real good. Man, so it's been about 15 minutes, man. We watching Wake Forest whoop on Clemson, September 24th, 2022. Finna go back in, man, and hit it with that final code.
Touchdown Clemson, so they tied up. Alright. So we getting that game update on that.
I think I'm gonna change my design up. I was gonna do a little stripe pattern, but saw this on TikTok, so I think I'm gonna try this. Put a little paint in my hand, you know, get a little
I think that look good, man. Just out here freestyle.
So, man, we got everything taken off, man. All the stencils taken off. We're dried. You know, I just brought it in here for some light. This is both sides of it. And we're going to see what it look like when it's all put back together. Final product, man. Got it all cleaned up, lubed up. What y'all think? Here go a view from the bottom. Here go a view from the other side. Man, y'all tell me what y'all think. Got that boat locked back to the rear. She clear.